Okay. So, am I audible to you? Am I audible? Okay. So we discussed about the cell-mediated immune rejection reaction. That is how this CD4, CD8 cell they act against that particular transplanted tissue by various reactions. Okay, that part we discussed about cell-mediated immunity. Either they causes direct destruction of the cells, either they causes direct destruction of the cell, or by the inflammatory reaction, that is by production of the cytokines. There is inflammatory reaction and there is destruction of the cells, transplanted cell. So that is cell mediated tissue rejection reaction. Okay. Now we will see here the next one is humoral immune reaction. Now, as humoral immune reaction, we are discussing as humoral immune reaction. This reaction takes place with the help of antibodies against the allogenes in this particular cells. That is, they plays great role in all type of graft rejection. Alloantigens. They plays a role in all types of graft rejection, that is the antibodies against the alloantigens. These are hyperacute reactions, acute antibody mediated and chronic rejection reaction. So the first one is hyperacute rejection reaction. It occurs by presence of preformed circulating anti-donor antibodies. These are preformed circulating anti-donor antibodies due to pre-sensitization of the recipient before transplantation. That is, in case of this, all of you know that it happens with this blood transfusions. Okay, so anti-donor antibodies get formed and there is rejection of this particular blood. It is nothing but a transplant rejection reaction. Whenever this blood transfusion reaction occurs, it is due to transplant rejection reactions. Okay, so in this case, these autoantibodies they worked out against that particular antigen and they causes destruction of the cells. Hyperacute rejection reaction. So preformed circulating anti-donor antibodies, they they are due to pre-sensitization of recipient before transplantation in case of blood transfusions. Then secondly, acute antibody mediated rejection. It may occur in the graft recipient who are not previously sensitized. This graft recipients, they are not previously sensitized. In case of blood transplantation, the chances of pre-sensitization is more. But here in case of acute antibody mediated rejection, there will be not this previously sensitization is not there. But after transplantation, they may form antibodies against that antigen of class 1 and class 2 of donor graft, which brings about rejection reaction. Okay. So human leukocyte antigens, that is type 1, type 2 of the donor graft, which brings out the rejection reaction. Then chronic antibody related, that is mediated graft rejection. It may occur after long delay. There is the time required for this chronic antibody mediated graft rejection reaction. It requires very much long delay. and maybe after months or year. It is due to formation of antibodies in the circulation rather than at the graft site. So here the antibodies, they get formed in the circulation, and later on they causes the reactions in that particular region. That is, the organ become swollen, it will become bluish, it become edematous. So this type of reaction can occur in case of chronic antibody mediated graft rejection, rather than to that, form that particular organ or that particular region pinkish in color. It will become bluish in color, or it becomes ischemic in color due to edema, inflammation. This sort of reaction can occur in case of chronic antibody mediated graft rejection reaction. So humoral immune rejection reactions, in that case there are three types. Hyperacute rejection reaction, it occurs by presence of preformed or sensitized antibodies, pre-sensitization of recipient before transplantation. Okay, and this acute antibody mediated reaction, see, this acute antibody, it requires little much long period, but this hyperacute rejection reaction, it occurs within few minutes or within few hours. Okay, so we call it as hyperacute rejection reaction. We can see that particular outcome of this particular rejections in few minutes. Okay, so acute antibody mediated rejection reaction, it can occur in the graft who are not previously sensitized, but after transplantation they can form the antibodies against the antigens. Okay, so this is the humoral immune response. Before that we discussed about, yes, cellular immune response. This is humoral immune rejection reactions. Okay. Now morphology of transplant rejection reaction. Okay. So the first is hyperacute rejection. Hmm. Then this get classified into three types. This morphology. Just we have discussed about this types of rejection reaction of humoral immunity. In that case, we are going to discuss about the morphology of transplant rejection reaction of this each type. The first one is hyperacute rejection, which appears as I discussed earlier. It appears within minutes or hours of placing the transplant and destroy it. It is mediated by preformed circulating humoral antibodies against the donor antigen. Okay, so the grossly that organ becomes swollen, edematous, hemorrhagic, purple and cyanotic rather than gaining pink in color. Histologically, it gives rise to Arthus, like Arthus reaction. Yes, can anybody tell me what is Arthus reaction? Yes, and it is present in which type of hypersensitivity reaction? Yes.
Present in type 3
Yes,
hypersensitivity
yes,
reaction.
right.
Type 3
And it is
hypersensitivity.
Yes,
local response of
yes.
immune
So what
system.
is that Arthus reaction? What happens in Arthus reaction? It is localized hypersensitivity. No, it is not systemic.
There is one platelet aggravation.
Hmm?
Formation of antigen antibody complexes.
Huh? What happens? What is the histological changes or morphological changes occurs in Arthus reaction?
Localized inflammation, pain, redness.
Right? And necrosis is the main part of Arthus reaction. Ischemic
Tissue
necrosis.
There is
destruction.
Yes.
platelet aggravation is also there, and then the ischemic injury, and then necrosis.
Yes, yes, yes. Right. Very good. So the histologically, this hyperacute rejection reaction, the histologically it looks like Arthus reaction. Okay, that is necrosis of blood vessels with small hemorrhages. So necrosis of the blood vessel wall, it is very, very important, which happens in case of hyperacute rejection reaction, which gives rise to small hemorrhages. So this type of reaction appears within minutes or hours after placing the transplant. Okay. and the destruction of transplanted organ or tissues or cells, it can occur within minutes or within hour. Okay, because it is mediated by preformed circulating, that is already sensitized humoral antibodies. Because of previous sensitization, this humoral antibodies, they act against that particular donor's antigen very much in quick. Okay, so the organ, it becomes swollen, it becomes edematous, there is hemorrhages because of this particular necrotic lesions which appears in case of this small blood vessels. Okay, now the organ becomes cyanotic rather than to get pink in color. This cyanosis is because of ischemia only. Hmm? So this is all about morphology of hyperacute rejection reaction. The next is acute rejection reaction. It appears usually in few days to few months of after transplantation. So acute graft rejection is more often than cellular rejection, but may occur by antibody mediated rejection. It is also mediated by antibody. Now, microscopically, what is that particular thing? Just some mechanical defect, I think. Uh, Okay, yes. Acute rejection, it appears in few days or few months of transplantation. Then microscopically, what are the things that what are the changes, microscopical changes in this acute rejection reaction? There is cellular rejection, that is infiltration of inflammatory cell with damage of blood vessels, and foci of necrosis appears in the transplanted tissue. Could you able to hear me? Yes, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. Yes.
in this acute rejection reaction,
Yes, ma'am.
there is infiltration of inflammatory cells with damage of blood vessels, and foci of necrosis appears in the transplanted tissue. The second thing about acute humoral rejection, it is characterized by acute rejection vasculitis, that is inflammation of vessels, and foci of necrosis in the small blood vessels. Then mononuclear cells infiltration, it is very much less, but mostly consists of B lymphocytes. Here mononuclear cell infiltration is very much less, but mostly it consists of the B lymphocyte. So microscopically, this acute rejection reaction, it appears, the changes that appears within few days or within month. Okay. So it is also related with inflammation and necrosis of transplanted tissues, and it is characterized by vasculitis, rejection vessel. We call it as rejection, acute rejection vasculitis, and with necrosis of small blood vessels, which shows infiltration of B lymphocytes. Okay. Now chronic rejection. It is followed by repeated attack of acute rejection reaction and may develop slowly over a period of month or year. Again, in chronic, whenever the disease become chronic rejection reaction, whenever it appears after repeated attacks of acute rejection reaction. The mechanism of rejection may be by circulating antibodies. This mechanism of rejection, it may be by circulating antibodies, then secretions of cytokines by T cell, or due to ischemia. In case of renal transplantation, example, in case of renal transplantation, this occurs by the rejection may occurs or it appears after few months or a year. Slowly that organ will get derangement of that particular organ. It occurs slowly, and the clinical manifestation of this, it may require to appear, that is, it may require a year to appear the clinical manifestation. Okay. So in case it always happens in case of renal transplantation. This is the mechanism of rejection which occurs, which shows chronicity. That is, it requires few months or year to show the signs of rejection. Okay. So ischemic necrosis, it also shows ischemic necrosis. It shows the inflammatory changes. Before ischemic necrosis, there is inflammatory changes, and before appearing inflammatory changes, there is circulating antibodies present. So we can get this particular rejection reaction by notifying this circulating antibodies against that antigen, donor's antigen. Now microscopically, the related kidney transplant, it will shows intimal fibrosis, tubular atrophy, and glomerulonephritis. So this is the microscopic changes that occurs the kidney within. It require few months to show this particular changes. That is, there is inflammation. After that, it shows fibrosis. Then there is tubular atrophy due to ischemia of the renal vessels, tubular atrophy, and then there is glomerulonephritis. What is glomerulonephritis, my dear students? Yes, remembering glomerulonephritis? Yes, what is glomerulonephritis?
Inflammation of kidneys.
Inflammation of kidneys. Yes.
Inflammation of glomeruli.
Yes, glomerular capillary bed.
Yes.
Due to antigen antibody complexes. Okay, they get lodged. While circulation, they get lodged in the glomerular capillary bed, and there is inflammation. So this inflammation will give rise to less filtration. So the filtration property of kidney is hampered in case of glomerulonephritis. So it is more dangerous. So after that, it gives rise to renal failure. Okay. So this particular transplantation rejection reaction in chronic condition, the classical example we can see in the renal transplantation. Okay. Now this is the diagram of acute rejection. There is vascular and parenchymal injury mediated by T cells and antibodies that usually begins after few weeks of transplantation if there is no immunosuppressant therapy. The antibodies from other transplantation may also contribute to vascular injury. Here, these are the parenchymal cells. This is alloreaction of antibody. These are the endothelial cells. It will give rise to this sort of rejection reaction. There is inflammation. See, there is inflammation to the wall of vessels, which later on gives rise to necrosis. So hemorrhages. It shows the hemorrhages in the wall of the particular vessel. Okay. So this type of reaction, acute rejection reaction, which gives rise to vascular and parenchymal injury. Okay. Now these are the types of, this is a diagram showing different type of graft, that is autograft, person to person, isograft, one person to other with same genotype. Okay, with same genotype. Allograft, the different person from the same species but different genotype. Okay, it is called as allograft. And this is xenograft, graft that is from animal to person, the person with different genotype and different species. So in this case, the important part is there is no rejection. Graft get accepted in case of autograft and isograft. But graft may get rejected due to immune cognition of antigen present in the donor but not in the recipient. So allogenic and xenogenic transplantation reaction, the chances of graft rejection is much more. Okay, but here the graft get accepted in case of autograft and in case of this isograft. Okay, my dear students. So this diagram is again very much important. In that you can see the type of graft, that is autograft, isograft, allograft and xenograft. So autograft, that is person to person transplantation in the same person. Here the persons with same genotype, the transplantation, it is well accepted, graft is accepted. Allograft, that is the same species but different genotype. In that case, the graft may get rejected, and xenograft, again the chances are very much more. Okay. So today we saw about this important topic of transplantation reactions. Okay. In that we discussed about transplant rejection reaction. It is important part of this applied immunology. So definition of transplantation, it is nothing but implantation of non-self tissue into the body. Okay. The process of taking, what are the things that get transplanted? Transplantation of cell, tissue or organ. Okay. Or the graft, that is from one part or the one part or individual and placing them into the another. Donor, who is the provides that graft, the individual who provides the graft, and recipient, the individual who receives the graft, or host, we can say them as a host. Okay. So take this screenshot of this particular, I'm again going to show you this, you can take if it is missed by anyone, screenshots, and prepare this particular topic. It is for 5 marks or 2 marks. They can ask this topic for 5 marks or 2 marks. The pathology of this particular topic is very important. That is how rejection reaction can occur in case of this particular transplantation reaction. How rejection occurs. That part is important. Then donors, there are 2 types of donor, living donor or cadaveric donor or deceased donor, call it as deceased donor. That is either brain dead person individual or circulatory death donors, organ tissue donation of circulatory death donors. In circulatory death, the heart is to get stopped. But in case of a brain dead individual, the person is on ventilators and all other organs should be viable. Then this is transplant rejection reaction. What are the things important for this which create the problems in case of this transplantation? So here the one part is genetic disparity. It is important part, and second is GVH, that is graft versus host reaction. These 2 things are very important, which creates problem in case of successful transplantation. In case of successful transplantation, then mechanism of transplant rejection we discussed in case of cell mediated immunity and in case of humoral immune reaction. Okay. Then morphology we discussed about these 3 types, that is hyperacute rejection reaction, acute rejection reaction and chronic rejection. So morphology is also important with these 3 types. Okay, so we ended today's topic. If there are any queries, you can ask me about any of this image.
थोड़ा रहने देने का और डालने का.
Yes, any queries?
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes, yes,
मॅम ते जिनोटाईपचं एकदा सांगा ना, म्हणजे डिफरंट जिनोटाईप कसं आणि सिमिलर जिनोटाईप कसं, म्हणजे ते
See
ट्रान्सप्लांटेशन
this,
रिएक्शन मध्ये.
this diagram is okay for you?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this diagram you can see that is autograft in the same person, no? In the same person.
Yes, yes.
Okay. But here, these are the individuals of same genotype, that is identical twins. This happens in case of identical twins. These identical twins, they have the same genotype.
Same genotype.
Understood? Okay.
Yes, yes.
In case of identical twins, it is which happens this isograft can give very much good results, or you can compare this genotype, one genotype to another genotype in the same family. There are chances of same genotype in the same family, they are also more, and this graft acceptation is also more in case of isograft. The persons with same genotype, identical twins, but here the species are same, that is they are the human beings, okay, or from the same species, the persons or animals or any living things from the same species but different genotype. They are not from the same family or from the same religion, or we can say different individuals from different families, okay. So they are having different genotype. We call it as allogenic graft, allograft. Understood?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Different genotype, different species, different genotype. Same species but different genotype. Here species is same, genotype is also same. But here species same but genotype is different. These two persons are from different families. Okay. So in that case, graft rejection is very much common, or the chances of graft rejection is much more. And this genotype is again, the species are different, animal species and this human beings. Okay. So in that case also, this rejection of transplantation is very much common. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
एक करके.
Any queries? Any other queries?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so today we will end now today's meeting. Okay, so tomorrow we will look for this auto immunity. Now tell me that hemolytic anemia is taught to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that day I could not share you properly. So we can skip that hemolytic anemia. We will go towards another topics of autoimmunity. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will going to stop today's lecture. Prepare
Okay, ma'am.
this topic. If there are any queries, and write down about this notes of this particular topic.
मॅम हायपर सेन्सिटिव्हिटी फॉर रिएक्शन तुम्ही दाखवू शकता का आता
आत्ता दाखवू हायपर सेन्सिटिव्हिटी
फॉर रिएक्शन हायपर सेन्सिटिव्हिटी फॉर
fourth number of reaction.
हा येस मॅम
दुसरं हे ओपन करू शकते का याच्यामध्ये कसं करायचं ते तर हे स्क्रीन शेअर मी केलंय ना म्हणजे 1 मिनिट हा प्रांजली तुम्ही ओपनच नाही केलेलं काही
ओके मॅम
एक मिनिट हा प्रांजली नाही माझ्याच याच्यावर जायचं विंडोवर कम्प्युटरच्या हे पण करू मिनिमाइज.
हो
ती मीटिंग स्टॉप नाही होईल.
नाही मिनिमाइज करा स्टॉप नाही
मिनिमाइज. ओके.
तुम्हाला आहे ना इथे न्यू शेअर मध्ये
त्यांना दिसत नाही का मुलांना?
नाही हायपर सेन्सिटिव्हिटी दिसत होती लॅपटॉप कोणती आणि आता दिसत
You can see this hypersensitive reaction.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You want to see type 4, no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Type 4.
Type 4. See this type 4. Take the screenshots quickly. Hypersensitivity type 4 reaction.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Take quickly. The time is running out. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, tomorrow there will be the lecture.
Yes, yes, yes. At 3.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
We will stop here today's lecture.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Yes, sir. हे येत नाहीये मीटिंगचं. एंड मीटिंग करायची.